Hi, I'm Max Spainhour.
And I'm Troy McCormick. Welcome to Indiana Outdoor Adventures. Indiana Outdoor Adventures is brought to you by High-Tech Firearms and Training, Haubrey Forestry Consulting, managing your timber and wildlife resources, Derby City Game Calls, it's your call, Lawrence County Tourism Commission, discover an unexpected destination, Hillbilly Custom Game Calls, and Fire Knock, the most advanced lighted knock. I'm Troy McCormick, and today on Indiana Outdoor Adventures, we're heading north to a place called Wolf Park. Now, Wolf Park is a really interesting place. It's located right outside of Battleground, Indiana. And here at Wolf Park, we have a unique opportunity in that we get to see some interaction between wolves and bison. Here on the property, they have several different wolves, they have coyotes, they have fox, and I think you're really going to enjoy the episode we have today because we're going to get up close and personal with some species of animals that used to be in Indiana, but we don't find them here today. We're looking forward to an exciting time with the wolves and bison at Wolf Park. Today we're with Amanda Shad, the curator of Wolf Park. Now we're just outside of Lafayette, but when you look out across these open fields, it could be anywhere in northern Indiana. But the fact that we're somewhere where there are wolves and bisons, you wouldn't think you were anywhere in Indiana. Amanda, tell me just a little bit about Wolf Park, what you do here, and how long you've been here.
Wolf Park is a unique facility located in Battleground, Indiana. We are home to 15 wolves and a small herd of bison, as well as foxes and coyotes. Started by Dr. Eric Klinghammer in 1972 to study wolf vocalizations, we've expanded our research to encompass all aspects of wolf behavior, including the unique wolf and bison demonstration program you are about to see this afternoon.
I'm really looking forward to that one. Now, wolves in Indiana. We used to have wolves.
Yes, the last native wild wolf was probably shot and killed about 100 years ago in Indiana.
Okay, so it's been quite a while. Why bring them back into a setting like this?
We want to expose people to an animal that is often maligned in popular literature and give people an idea to understand the real nature of the wolf.
Okay. Coyotes get a real hard time these days, and we have coyotes on the property, as you mentioned, as well as fox. But wolves, I mean, what is it about wolves that we love to hate almost? Because when you look at them, they're very beautiful creatures, but there's this a little bit of fear that's associated with them.
Throughout history, wolves have either been vilified by the public, or now it's come full circle and they're being deified, where we think that they're these amazing animals. Truth of the matter is, wolves are more like people than we would like to admit. They have all of the successes and failures that we have.
Tell me a little bit more about that. I know we equate wolves with packs, and there's an alpha male and an alpha female. Tell me a little bit about the interactions of a pack.
Wolves are social animals, so they do much better living in a group, which is typically a family unit. It can be an extended family with grandparents and grandkids, or it can be a nuclear family if the pack is just starting out. And much like people, all wolves don't get along with all other wolves, and occasionally wolves get kicked out of the pack. Sometimes teenage wolves will wander off on their own, and like college students, boomerang back into the pack.
And they're back. Tell me about the properties. How many acres do we have? How many enclosures? How many wolves are there?
Wolf Park has about 75 acres, most of which is set aside for our herd of bison. Okay. We have a total of 15 wolves living in a variety of social groups, sometimes living by themselves, depending on age or physical ability, living in pairs, small trios, and we have our main pack of wolves as well, which has 5.
Okay, it has 5. How many total wolves are there?
Total of 15.
Total of 15. Does that number fluctuate very much, or is that kind of your core number?
We aren't limited to we're not limited to a specific number of wolves that we can handle. Again, it goes back to the personality. If we have a large group of wolves living together, we can handle more wolves. Okay. If we have a bunch of wolves that can't handle living with one another, then we're limited by the number of enclosures we have.
And why have Wolf Park? I mean, we want to have it so that we can educate people and interpret wolves themselves. But are you a rescue facility, or are you truly, or are you a breeding facility, or what's the main reason for Wolf Park?
Wolf Park is an educational and research facility.
Okay. Okay. And the research that you get into, is it about the interactions between the individuals, or what all kind of research do you do?
Where the research originally began with just studying wolf vocalizations, we've expanded that to include all aspects of wolf behavior, from their interpersonal relationships to breeding behavior to hunting behavior to the evolution of a pack.
And we're going to get to see a little bit of hunting behavior this afternoon, and that's open to the general public. Tell me a little bit about the bison wolf exhibition that we're going to see, or what do we call it?
Our Wolf and Bison program takes place every Sunday, May through the end of November.
Okay.
And it is our goal to show people the first stages of the hunt, how the wolves work together cooperatively to take down large prey, and how large prey such as bison defend themselves against predators. We are the only facility in the world that does put predator and prey together on a regular basis, and we are also very proud to say that in over 20 years that we've been doing this program, the bison have won every single time.
I like that. I like that. So the wolves aren't actually attacking. They're forming up as if they were going to, but they stop just short of that.
For the wolves, this is a very serious matter. This could be their next meal, but we rely on the formidable nature of the bison, their sheer size and number, to protect them from the wolves. The wolves are going through the first stages of the hunt, where they're testing and selecting which individual they think they might be able to take advantage of.
Okay. So if I were the general public coming out here with the wife and kids, I can come in and I can watch the bison and wolf interaction exhibition. What other things could I do while I was here?
Wolf Park has a variety of programs throughout the year. We are open May through November, Tuesday through Sunday. During the week, we offer tours in the afternoon with a guide so that you can learn more about the wolves, foxes, coyotes, and bison, and how their presence affects the ecosystem in general. We also offer evening programs on Friday and Saturday evenings called Howl Night, which gives the audience a chance to learn how to howl and get the wolves.
We get to howl with the wolves. Yeah, okay.
And of course, our unique wolf and bison demonstration.
Now, typically, the public is not going into the enclosures.
No, the general public does not have any contact with the animals, but we do have a very unique Adopt-A-Wolf program that under many circumstances allows individuals who pay the sponsorship fee of $175 to go in and interact with the wolves under particular circumstances.
Okay. I mean, this is not a petting zoo by any means.
No, it is not.
These wolves are kept as wild as possible. But tell me a little bit about how you interact with them from birth to imprint a little bit humans with them, so that you can work with them and study them and keep them not really docile, but keep them in a level that you can interact with them.
The wolves at Wolf Park are still wild animals. What we have done in our hand rearing process is eliminate their flight distance from humans, so they come to accept us as a natural part of their environment. This, in some circumstances, does make them more dangerous to work with because they have no fear of humans. But on the other hand, we believe that the benefits outweigh the risks because they have a much higher quality of life in captivity, not being stressed by having people coming around, watching them. It allows us to do simple medical procedures such as vaccinations and drawing blood without having to knock them down.
Okay. And we don't have wolves in the wild in Indiana anymore.
That is correct.
We do have coyotes and we do have fox,
Yes.
both red and gray. And here we've got a red fox and we've got a silver fox. Tell me about the silver fox.
The silver fox Devon is actually a red fox. She's just sporting a very classic silver coloration. Depending on where you live, maybe 20% of the red fox will be silver in color instead of the typical red.
Interesting. Do you do programs with the coyotes? I mean, like I said, that's kind of a big thing in Indiana because the population is really growing for coyotes.
We do offer the same sponsorship opportunities with the coyotes. Unfortunately, they're still going through their terrible twos, and we've decided to limit their access to strangers at this point in time.
Okay, pretty good. So nice little selection of things for people to come out and to see. If somebody wanted to help sponsor a program, or if they wanted to adopt and sponsor one of the wolves, tell me where we can find more information about that.
We have an extensive website, wolfpark.org.
I've been through the website. It is full of information. There's a lot of opportunities for finding out more about the programs we were talking about the sponsorship opportunities, the photography day, and just wolf behavior and the wolf species themselves all online at that webpage. Well, I know we're looking forward to an exciting adventure coming up here with the bison demonstration, and stay with us and we'll be right back with more information and an exciting hunt this afternoon with the wolves and the bisons. Amanda, thank you very much. Enter to win a free turkey hunt with Indiana's 2010 Turkey Calling Champion. Indiana Outdoor Adventures is offering a free drawing to anyone age 18 years and older. The winner will receive a 2-day turkey hunt in southern Indiana with Indiana Outdoor Adventures Pro Staff member and State Turkey Calling Champion Jack Rollins. The winner will receive a gift pack of custom-made turkey calls, a weekend stay in a log cabin, and your hunt will be aired next season as part of Indiana Outdoor Adventures. Enter online today at www.indianaoutdooradventures.com. One entry per person. The drawing will be held March 31st, 2011. If you own timberland or open land, Haubrey Forestry Consulting specializes in timber sales, timber management, and wildlife habitat management for private landowners. We are also experienced with timber stand improvement, contract tree planting, and reforestation work. Our specialty is wildlife habitat management. If you own land and want to see an increase in deer, turkey, quail, and grouse populations on your property, we can tailor a management plan specifically for your needs. Hillbilly Custom Game Calls, offering the finest and precision-made diaphragm mouth calls for wild turkey hunting. Each call is handmade and gauge stretched for exact tension each and every time. Select from double and triple reed calls like you've never heard before. We also have an assortment of handmade wood box calls, glass and slate top pot calls, and predator calls that will make us your source for all of your custom game call needs. Look for us online at www.hillbillygamecalls.com. High-Tech Firearms and Training is your Southern Indiana source for all of your hunting and shooting supplies and firearms. We have a fully stocked selection of handguns, rifles, shotguns, knives, ammunition, bows, and archery supplies. Firearm training and personal protection classes are offered by NRA certified instructors in our in-house training center. Remember, shoot often and carry safely. High-Tech Firearms and Training is conveniently located in Sellersburg, Indiana. We're at Wolf Park today, and we've got a very unique opportunity here while we're waiting for the bison and wolf exhibition here after a bit. We're in the fox enclosure where we have a red fox and we have a silver fox. And Amanda's giving Jacob here a unique opportunity to get to feed the animals. Very interesting and unusual to get this close to a fox, and it's, we'll see if she comes back. Here she comes back again. Here, Jacob, let me help you out here. We're gonna hold her right here. Nope, we're gonna hold her right here. That's good, that's good. Yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it? She doesn't like to stay around long though, does she? No. You did good. That's the leg bone. Axle.
I feed them mostly bunnies and mice. But out in the wild, they would scavenge from the kills made by larger animals, such as a deer that had been killed by something.
Like
so.
if we left a gut pile. I'm glad you're sure.
Oh, good girl.
That's good.
Would you like one mouse for that effort? Peanut butter and mouse sandwich?